Hey guys, welcome back to Weekenders on the Water. Today we're here in the garage and today we're going to be talking about trailer jacks. So stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Alright guys, so here at the front of my Jetski Sea-Doo trailer is the Fulton XLT 1500 swing away jack. I tend to refer to this as a jockey wheel jack because it has a little tiny wheel on there. But yeah, the swing away because it actually pivots and gets up out of the way when you're underway with your trailer. So I've had this one now for about 2 years. So I wanted to give a long-term review of this jack, because I personally believe it is the best on the market. Now, with these jet skis, I've had a couple different jacks over the years. I've used some cheap ones that lasted maybe a season, and I've used this one, which has lasted at least 2 years, and it is still going strong. It is nearly as good as when I bought it, and so that's why I recommend it. Kind of one of those things that you get what you pay for, buy once, cry once. It is a little bit more of an expensive type of jack, but you don't have to worry about replacing it as long as you keep up on the maintenance. This whole thing, I believe it's all made out of aluminum because there's not really a speck of rust anywhere on it. It's got this really nice big wheel here at the bottom that makes it easy for the trailer to kind of move back and forth. If you got any bumps or anything it needs to roll over, that giant wheel makes it super easy. It's got a super long retractable leg here so you can jack it up pretty high. It's got a nice handle on it, which makes it super easy to raise and lower. It's also got this pin here that'll hold it in place while it's up, or as you tilt it down, it'll hold it in place there. As I mentioned, not a speck of rust on this thing. It's held up well over 2 years. Definitely a bit dirty, but one thing I need to do since it's 2 years in, basically every year I do this, is I need to do some maintenance, and that means I need to re-grease it. So there is, I need to get some towels because that grease is looking dirty. So on the back of this thing, you see I've got grease popping out of every which direction because I overfilled it. But on the back of this thing, you got a Zerk fitting there, one there, another one down here, and you can also take this cap off too and shoot some more grease in there. So we're gonna do all that. Just make sure that we get the whole thing all greased up, and it'll help kind of free it up a little bit because it's not quite as smooth as it was when I first bought it. It's still super easy to move, but it could be better. So I'm gonna get it kind of cleaned up here a little bit and pump some more grease in there. So here is my grease gun. Just a standard one got from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description down below where you can get something similar. I've upgraded the end here with a locking release, so I like that. And here's the grease that we're going to be using this year. It's STP Premium Marine Grease. Now, what makes a regular grease a marine grease, I don't really know, but I do always make sure, because this is going in the water, I get some sort of marine brand. Also, what brand is the best, I don't know about that either. I tend to switch mine every year. So the reason I switch mine is because you pump these things full until the old grease stops coming out and the new grease starts coming out, so I like to have different colors. Now you can see my grease is black now, but my old color here was blue, so we'll see what color this STP one is. So there is the Lucas grease that I used last time. All right, so we'll take the cap here off of the STP. Looks like that's blue too. So there goes that theory. Shove it on down in there all the way. Pop the cap off the other end. And put the cap back on. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and hook up my grease fitting here to the top Zerk. Make sure it latches on there. And then just start pumping it. And like I said, I'm just gonna keep pumping until I start to see grease coming out of some orifice. Alright, and we've got quite a bit of new grease pumped in there, and as we've lowered it down, it started to come out as well. So you can see it shooting out there. So as you can see, a lot of that, you know, we're wiping away some of the old grease. And now we're finally starting to get back to the new grease. So as that is happening, I think that that's probably pretty good shape. Go ahead and wind it back up. And then there's another Zerk fitting down here too. We'll fill that one up. So now we'll attach to this one down here. And go back to pumping some more. Takes a lot of pumping to get this grease in there. As we continue to pump, starting to see old grease come out the bottom there. And we'll keep on pumping on that until that starts to turn blue. And there it goes. So that's how you know it's full. Alright, so now that the whole thing here is full of new grease, I'm just going to do one last thing here, and it's going to use a flathead screwdriver to take this screw out from the top. I mentioned I don't like flatheads. I use a flathead when a Phillips head or Robbins or Star, Torx, whatever. Cut that off, and then we should be able to pop this off. And I'm just going to fill that gap there with whatever grease I have left in the grease gun. Alright, so now that we've got it all lubed up, one last thing to do is I'm going to hit just a couple spots here with some WD-40. This is the gel lube stuff, supposed to protect for up to a year. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put some of that just on the wheel axle here, and all down in there. Let that soak in. I'm also going to hit the spring here a bit, and the bolt that it's attached to, and then probably just all these other bolts here too. Just let that soak in there. Just like that, we're prepared and ready for another year. Anyway, so that is the Fulton XLT 1500. So I think it's the best folding wheel jockey trailer jack that they have on the market. I really like it. It's super durable. It's lasted 2 years already. It's still in great shape. As long as you keep up on the maintenance, keep it greased, it should last probably the life of your trailer. Buy it one time and don't have to worry about replacing it. Anyways, let me know in the comments below, are there any other types of jacks that you prefer, any other brands? Do you think it's worth it just to keep buying the cheap ones from Harbor Freight and replacing them every year? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, we're out of here, and we'll see you next weekend. Today we're here in the garage, and today we're going to be talking about jockey wheel jacks. This screw here out. I need a bigger one.